Hello everybody, Nightwing Gamer here. If you're like me and you're into leaks for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, your day probably just got ruined. I would like to thank Billy Bo 10,000, Introspective, and Relax for this. Even though they're not the ones that leaked it, and more so Billy Bo 10K. It's not really much for Relax or Introspective, but god damn it, I'm blaming them too. Anyway. So yeah, apparently the entire roster has been leaked. It's the ESRB leak for Smash 4 all over again. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, the ESRB leak was a leak for Smash 4 made by the people that put those ratings on games that soccer moms don't pay attention to and blame the games for making their kids quote-unquote violent. Maybe you just shouldn't buy your kids M-rated games. Yeah, that's them. They make those ratings. And 45 days before Super Smash Bros. For, I think it was 3DS was released, the entire roster got leaked by them. And it appears a similar situation has happened. So you know on the website how there's that mural art? It was also featured at E3 and in the Smash Directs. Yeah. Apparently the company that made that art, who also makes stuff for the Grinch, they apparently make stuff for Bandai Namco, including, you guessed it, the one and only mural art for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And this may contain major spoilers for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, so you've been warned. The 7 characters that have not been revealed that were on that mural art are Shadow the Hedgehog, most likely as an Echo Fighter of Sonic, Isaac from Golden Sun, Geno from Super Mario RPG, Chorus Kids from Rhythm Heaven, Ken from Street Fighter, there's 2 other ones. I know one of them I'm saving as, Mach Rider, which would make for a second Bandai Namco character, and Banjo-Kazooie, the bear and bird duo. It's Castlevania all over again, isn't it? Reviving an old IP that hasn't really gotten much recognition over the years. Castlevania. These 7 characters surprise me, but don't surprise me. Shadow seems pretty legit at this point. Whenever you think of characters that are a lock-in for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Shadow most likely appears probably near the top of the list, right next to characters like Geno and Ken. Speaking of Ken and Geno, yeah, it was inevitable that they were going to make it into the game. Whenever I think of highly requested Super Smash Bros. Characters, 3 characters come to mind. I call them the infamous 3. They consist of Ridley, King K. Rool, and, you guessed it, Geno. And now, as we know, 2 of the infamous 3 have made it into the game. As for Ken, yeah, he was most likely right on the top of most people's lists, most likely because of Das Vergeben, the current most credible Super Smash Bros. Leaker. Another one on there was, Isaac. Isaac kind of caught me by surprise that they would pick him over a character like Rayman or Shantae. Especially seeing as how, while Golden Sun has a big following, I don't think it's as big as Rayman's, because whenever you think like iconic gaming platformers, Mario, Crash, Spyro, Sonic, Mega Man, and Rayman most likely come to people's minds. And I'm not saying Golden Sun doesn't have fans. It has a lot of fans. A lot of fans. And Felix can make a great Echo Fighter. However, I'm not mad that he's here. I'm actually quite happy. Banjo-Kazooie. Now that caught me by surprise. Phil Spencer, the creator of Banjo-Kazooie, has stated that he'd be happy to have Banjo in Smash. As a matter of fact, he wants him in Smash. Like Yacht Club Games, who rooted for Shovel Knight, seeing as how they created Shovel Knight to get into Smash, and Way Forward, who created Shantae, they were rooting for Shantae to get into Smash. Microsoft was rooting for Banjo to get into Smash. Especially seeing as how Banjo has been on Nintendo consoles before. Heck, his first two games were actually exclusive to Nintendo consoles, and still are, according to my knowledge. Next up is Chorus Kids. They also caught me by surprise. How do you make a moveset out of Chorus Kids? I'm interested to see how that will work. And Mach Rider. Sakura usually likes to make characters as accurate to the original games as possible. I don't know how they're gonna make a moveset for Mach Rider. He was also considered for Melee, just like Banjo-Kazooie. And wasn't there one more character? Give me a second. I'm trying to remember all the other characters that were on. Like if there were any other characters on there that I missed. Let's see. Yeah, I think I got them all. Okay. So yeah, do you guys believe this leak? I personally do. The thing is, it actually got leaked the same exact amount of time before during whenever the ESRB leak came along. Oh yeah, and Eric Picard, the guy that accidentally leaked this, the Nintendo ninjas are coming for you. You need to run. And fast. You can't escape the Nintendo ninjas. You can never escape the Nintendo ninjas.